Okay, welcome to my podcast. This is Smoky Mountain Voices, and I am here with Jody and Gloria Secaur, and that most people don't know how to pronounce your name when they see it.
No, it's one of those tricky ones.
Yeah. What have you heard?
Oh.
So like what?
Secaur a lot. Secaur. I don't, gosh, there's been so many variations over the years, I don't remember them all.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's been butchered. I've only ever had one person my entire life that said they've never heard my name before actually get it right.
Okay.
So I don't know if to believe them or not, but.
Right. All right, so I've known y'all about 15 years, I'm guessing. The way I figure things
14
out
to 15.
is I think of when what kid was a baby when
Oh gosh.
when something
Well,
happened.
let's see, Boaz wasn't born.
So about 15 or 16 years.
Yeah.
Because he's 15 now.
I think you were pregnant with Boaz when we met.
Yeah. So about over
15
15
Wow.
years, yeah.
Has it been that long?
15 and 16 years,
Yeah.
yeah. He's 15.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Happens too quick.
Oh yeah, it
Way
does.
too quick.
So we met through the homeschooling group here.
Yeah, it was through homeschool, yeah.
And since then, y'all taken over, kinda. A lot of the main homeschool group in Sevier County.
Oh, well, yes, but
Yeah.
there's still others out there.
Oh yeah, right. It's
Oh, yeah.
full. This area is full of
Homeschooling,
homeschoolers.
and that's a good thing.
As long as they're doing it for the right reasons.
Right. Right. So what do you have? What kind of other than the homeschool co-op and group in Sevier County, what else do you do?
Well, of course, we do a lot of ministry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I pastor a cowboy church in the area. So we have that on our plate along with all the homeschooling that we do with the co-op and the umbrella school that we run for homeschooling. We do the church. We've got that ministry going. And of course, in the theme of that, of course, I do a lot of weddings around the area as well.
Right. You are a mountain preacher.
That's what they call me. They call me the mountain preacher in these parts. But, cause I'm not your typical suit and tie preacher, that's
Right.
definitely for sure. But, I love it though, I really enjoy it, it's a lot of fun, get to meet a lot of really cool people from a lot of cool places. I mean, I've married people from overseas that have come here to get married.
Wow.
So it's not just people here in the United States, it's people from all over the world.
Wow. I didn't realize that this was that popular, I guess.
I think number 2. Last 2 years ago, we were number 1 in elopements.
Well, I'm not so sure that we're not still number 1 in elopements. Now,
Yeah.
weddings overall, Vegas has still kinda got us covered.
Okay.
But as far as elopements go, I think we might have pulled into the number 1 position.
Wow. I did not know
This
that.
is a very, very destination area.
A lot of that came with COVID because most
Oh,
areas
yeah.
closed down.
Right.
We were still pretty much open.
Mm-hmm.
We could still do the weddings.
Oh yeah.
So
Which
a lot
I mean,
of
they
people,
were all just small ones at that
Yes,
point because
most of them were
nobody
small.
could gather, you know, you couldn't get the big groups together for big weddings or
Right.
anything, so.
Right.
the biggest
You know.
weddings probably during that time was like 20, 25 people.
Yeah. And you do
So
a
they
lot of
do that.
outdoor weddings too.
Oh, standing out on the mountainsides, next to the waterfalls, alongside rivers, oh yeah, just the
Now,
whole.
I've seen some of your posts, and I've seen the uninvited guests that have popped up occasionally.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
bears?
You mean them big black funny looking furry
Yes.
dogs?
Do they ever get to participate, ring
Oh,
bear?
we've
They've had to shut down a couple of weddings and go back after the bears vacated.
Yeah,
Wow.
we've had to take a couple breaks, cause you know, when the bear comes walking around the corner of that cabin up into the middle of the ceremony, and of
kinda
course,
gross
that's when the drunks take off chasing the bear, so
Oh
that's, you
my.
know, yeah, it's, sometimes it's not pretty, but it's a lot of fun, it creates a lot of, you know, great memories, you know, of course, the people having the wedding.
Mhm.
I mean, what better memory could you even ask
Yeah.
for than, you know, to have
Bear.
something like
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
But you know, when you've got those big cookers, you know, outside the cabin, you know, that's
Mhm.
cooking all that food and everything, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
them bears can smell that for miles, you know, it brings them right out of the
Mhm.
mountains, it brings them right up to you, so.
Oh,
It,
absolutely.
yeah, it does happen quite often, we get bears that wanna visit the ceremony.
Yeah, I can understand that, yeah. So now you're not well, I don't wanna say native, because you almost feel native after you've been here for
I'm
so
native.
many
Well,
years.
she's native.
You are native,
Yes.
but you've been here for several years.
Well,
So you've
I've been here
seen-
over 20 years, yeah.
So you've seen the growth.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
You've
what-
seen it.
What do you, I mean, the changes from when it was not quite so busy to now, it's crazy. Like, in my opinion, I feel like we had down times throughout the year,
Right.
you know, that
Used
it's
to
not
be,
so
yes.
busy. But now
Oh.
it's like all year long.
I remember when we closed down basically the end of October, and nothing opened back really till at least mid-April.
Mhm.
It was
And it was
basically,
a ghost
it
town.
was mostly
Right.
Memorial Day to just after Labor Day, but we always carried the fall season because of the leaves.
Right. But now it's,
Oh, yeah, no, it's year
they come
round,
in the middle of
basically.
winter.
But now people have discovered who we are, what we have to offer here.
Mhm.
Yeah, there have been a lot of things added over the years, most definitely. You know, that this place changes so quick, you know, even down along the parkway, even as crowded as it is, you come back 3 years from now and there could be 2 or 3 of those businesses that are completely different, you know,
Yeah.
just that the area can sometimes move so
Something
fast.
completely gone and something new built.
But,
Mhm.
you know, one of the big problems though is, you know, leadership around here has to deal with the traffic, that they've got
Right.
to deal with the infrastructure.
Mhm.
And that's one thing they're not doing a very good job of. That's probably been one of the biggest changes, is that the traffic has increased, but the ability to handle it
Really
hasn't been
hasn't.
put into place.
Yeah. Do you think that's because it happened so fast, and they just haven't caught up, or maybe we need new leadership? I don't know.
I don't know what the solution is. I know when you go back into the 70s,
Mhm.
I mean, they pre-planned, they made the parkway in Pigeon Forge from 2-lane automatically to 4 lanes divided so they could expand,
Mhm.
and then they've not
And that's
taken
when it was just
advantage
still
really.
farms, that there was nothing
Yes.
down there, it was
Right.
still farms.
And they've really not taken advantage of that being able to be expanded. Okay, they've expanded a little, but still, it's nothing like those leaders back then, I think, expected it to be now,
Mhm.
as far as more development,
Yeah,
as far as the infrastructure.
okay.
And one of the other big problems that I've noticed around here too is so much of this area has been sold into overnight rentals.
Right,
The
Another
housing.
thing that leadership has not dealt with is the fact that they need to put some zoning in different places, that not just everything gets sold into overnight rentals, because now we have a housing problem around here.
And
yes,
that's really
And
happening.
that housing problem, what that creates is a lack of workforce.
right,
So now we've got all these jobs, but nobody to do them.
yeah,
But because there's not enough housing left for residents, for workers.
yeah.
And that-
Because for what they pay around here, people aren't gonna drive in from surrounding counties to do these
Not like
jobs.
they used to.
Yeah, it's that is one dynamic that has definitely changed in this area.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, since
We definitely
2016,
see
that's
that.
really tragically changed.
So how do I
Segway?
segue? Okay.
Segway? Like you
It's
right?
not one of those little
Segway.
things you ride around on.
Yeah.
That's a segue.
Yeah, well,
That
they call them
is.
that.
Okay.
Wonder why they call them that.
So with that, so you obviously, you're on social media doing you live stream the church,
Oh, yes, uh-huh.
and you're mountain preacher on Facebook, I know, cause I tag you in a lot of things.
Yeah. And I appreciate that, thank you.
So what would you, when people meet you, what would you say are some things that, maybe they don't, like maybe they get wrong, like make assumptions about you, but that are not true? Have you had anything like that happen?
I don't know.
Just for example, I mentioned earlier, you also a Marine
Okay.
a few years ago, but looking at you, I would not make that assumption.
I
I'm sorry,
I
the
don't
long
look
hair,
like a Marine
yeah,
today.
not today. So-
Yeah,
No
with
one
the
looks like a
beard.
Marine. He was the farthest he could go away from that.
Oh, no, I
It
just went
looks-
back to reality, to who I was,
Right.
you know, and really, I mean, it's, you know, of course, while I was in the Marine Corps, you know, I had to follow those guidelines, you know, that first haircut,
Mhm.
I mean, my hair wasn't a whole lot different than this when
Oh, wow.
I got that first haircut.
So it was a drastic change.
Oh, that first day I walked into boot camp and then they did that first haircut,
Mhm.
you know, to where they just take the razor
Yep.
straight over and, you know, the towel sticks to your head afterwards. Yeah, it was pretty evasive, pretty drastic. It was a whole different look.
Right. So I would say no one would just assume that. Have you had any other assumptions that people assume about you that you find out and you're like, well, no, that's not really true?
Oh, there's people that think I've always been a stay-at-home mom. I'm like, I was 32 when I had my first
Yeah.
child. I wasn't a stay-at-home mom for 32 years there.
Right, just waiting.
Just waiting. Just being a stay-at-home mom for,
Just
16 years or
practicing for when they
so.
came.
14 years. I just sat around and waited.
So what did you?
Yeah. I can't really think of anything particular. I mean, sometimes, I think a lot of people come to this area and think they're dealing with a bunch of hillbillies, like, there ain't a lot of educated people around here, but that's far from the truth. That's,
Right.
in fact, I would say that there's more people around here, especially when it comes to street smarts and, being able to, to figure things out. One of the most impressive things that I have probably seen is, and believe it or not, record drivers in this area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever seen the way these guys have got to recover vehicles off of the side of the
Including
mountains
us.
when they go off the side, it's an engineering feat. I mean, these guys ain't no dummies to be able to get that vehicle up and minimize the damage and everything,
Yeah.
to keep it from getting tore up even further. And just the way they've got to utilize like trees and cables and different things.
Right.
It's just such a different world than, like if you're in Florida in the
Mhm.
flatlands, where you have none of these issues, it's, if they go in the ditch, it's, the ditch is 3 feet deep.
Yeah.
But here they go off the side of the mountain and,
It could be hundreds.
Yes.
hundreds of yards off the side of the mountain
Right.
between trees, so.
I've got
I
video
think
proof
that's
of what they can
probably
do.
one of the great misconceptions, people coming to this area might have, and there is, I mean, there's some sharp people around here. Definitely one thing I've learned about people over the years is to, don't judge
Survival.
them, don't judge them by their, covers, like they always
Right.
say, don't judge a book by its cover.
Mhm.
Anyone that lived through 93 here, in the blizzard of 93,
Right.
99% of them have great survival skills.
Yeah, that's one thing, just the way the people know the land, the terrain, the mountains, that life
Mhm.
that, city folks never get the chance to
Right.
experience. It's amazing.
And the odd thing is when I was in school, they taught survival skills for that stuff here.
Yeah.
Now, public schools, nobody teaches it really.
Right.
And most of the parents don't really care if the kids have it or not.
Yeah.
And it's like, kids have no clue what to do if they get lost in the woods these days.
And kids today don't even know what side of the street to walk on when they're
Exactly.
walking against traffic, it's, I don't know if you've ever noticed that or not.
And to me, that's a lack of the educational system in general.
It
Yeah.
has failed in that.
Mhm.
Failing society.
Well, what something we can do to bring that back? They're stuck on their phones a lot. We should make videos about that.
There we go. Let's do a survival podcast.
We need to. That is a good
How to build a
idea.
fire. Take mirrors with you when you go out in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are there any major life changes coming up?
I hope not.
No, we've had enough in the last couple of
No.
years.
Yeah.
Life will be good to be calm and even keel. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're, as far as her and I think we're hopefully pretty much leveling off in life right now as to,
Okay.
hopefully we can sail into retirement in old age, the golden years,
Mm-hmm.
which I still have no idea where that gold's at, but
Still looking for it.
still looking for it, probably always will be.
The whole end of the rainbow.
Yeah.
But, no, I think, as far as her and I are concerned, because we've been able to get a lot of things in order in life, I mean, we've got our property paid for,
Right.
We do
we're not
want
making
bills,
car
but
payments, those kind of things,
Mhm.
so financially I mean, we ain't rich by any means, but,
We're
we
stable.
can, yeah,
We're
we're
stable.
stable. We can, we can keep a few cheeseburgers on the table yet.
Right. Okay.
Not very many steaks, but a few cheeseburgers.
Yeah. So, just to throw this, I didn't even plan this one, but if somebody asked you where is the best place to eat, what would you recommend?
oh wow. Depends on your budget. Depends on what you're hunting.
Well, yeah, I mean,
If you
Kind of
want,
mid-
if you want
mid-
something, well, if you want something really great, like for anniversary, something like that,
Mhm.
Gaucho's Brazilian
Right.
Steakhouse.
Yes.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
yes.
I recommend that to a lot of couples that have just gotten married,
Mhm.
you know, that I've done their
You're
ceremony
right.
for, and,
Yep.
and they're like, yeah, now, you know, we need to go out and celebrate, you know, where do we need to go eat? And of course, that's one place that I
Mhm.
recommend quite a bit,
Oh,
because
yeah.
it is if you've never been to one, it's a great experience.
It is. It
And
is.
if you leave there hungry, it's your own fault.
Oh, yeah, for
Mhm.
sure.
I was,
But it is one of those places, I mean, it is a little bit more expensive, but in the end, it really is worth it.
Mhm.
It's, yeah,
It
and in
is.
this
Well,
place up
go
here in
hungry.
Pigeon Forge, you know, that they do a great job. It's-
go hungry. Don't go in there right after you've had
Oh, yeah.
a big
for sure.
snack or something.
Yes.
Don't
Oh,
do
no,
that.
no, you
You know.
wanna prepare for it.
Yeah.
But then, as far as down the middle of the road, Pottery House Cafe.
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah, that's a great
And one of our
local place, it's not one of
Yeah.
your big chains, you
Yes.
know, that,
Yes.
if you're looking for local flair, you know, if you're wanting, you know, some
They've
of that
got
kind
it.
of mountain,
Mhm.
Now, I'm not crazy about the whole meal, but Pottery House,
Yeah,
yes.
the cafe is really good.
yeah, they do a great job there.
Okay.
And
So,
then Little Black Bear Cafe is good too, but it's only open till like noon, 1.
mhm.
They just do breakfast and lunch, don't they?
So a good
Pretty
place
much.
to get lunch.
It's a really good place to get lunch, especially salads and sandwiches and stuff like that.
Okay. You know, I
And they
actually
are
have
so-
never tried it.
They are so friendly in there.
I need to go try it.
Yeah.
My birthday's coming up. I need to go try that.
There you go.
Okay, so what is something small that goes on in your life that you're like really enjoying? Like anything like you do every day or something, just something that's some small thing that you're like, you know what, I really enjoy that.
Just right now, or
Yeah, just an everyday thing that really makes your day better.
I mean, I enjoy getting ready for co-op and stuff and helping prepare for classes.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy that, but
That's a small thing that actually makes a big difference.
it is. And the funny part is people say, "Are you weird?" No,
No.
I enjoy doing it. It makes
Right.
my day better to be able to work on that stuff.
Yeah.
So
Well, to me, it's grabbing my first cup of coffee for the day and just walking outside and looking at these mountains.
and
It,
having a dog to throw a stick for.
Oh, yeah, and now that I have my new dog, he keeps me occupied, he keeps me on my toes.
That's good, yeah. So, one final thought, I would say, what is something, just a little tidbit of advice for anyone watching?
As far
could
as
be
about the
anything.
mountains,
It could be anything, just anything about life, just a little tidbit
The
of
only
advice.
thing about life, in my opinion, is we just need to slow down and enjoy it.
Right,
You know, that little dash between them two dates, it ain't that wide. We need to enjoy life. We need to take a moment, and I think society anymore, especially, you know, like with these phones, social media, all this stuff has put us into such a hurried state of life that we don't take enough time to stop and have that first cup of coffee.
mm-hmm.
You know, just standing outside admiring what God's created. You know, just to be able to take that, I mean, even if it's only 5 or 10 minutes a day, you know, it's a great way to start the day. It's one of the things that I have learned, you know, really since moving here. It's, of course, I've been in these mountains a long time now, but I came from northern Indiana originally, and up there everything was so fast paced. But moving here, it's really brought me back into a state of relaxation in a lot of ways. It's kind of really brought me back to reality, as to being able to stop and, you know, think about what life is about, and to be able to admire it a little bit.
Right.
say do something new. Try to do something new at least every month. Go somewhere new. Do
Yeah.
something new.
I wanna take that advice.
Do
I
something.
wanna take
Do
both.
something, even if it's like driving to a different county and checking the little museums or whatever out, or
Right,
going and having lunch in a different place,
Mhm.
or I think it makes life better.
Yeah, that's one thing we like to do when we travel.
yeah,
We like to find some place to eat that we can't get here at home.
right,
We try to find that little hidden local gem, you know, or
Mhm.
whatever, that's just, you know,
We do quite a
different.
bit of traveling these days.
Well, thank you for being on my video podcast.
And I'm in the middle.
You're the star
Don't know
of
how
the
I ended up
show.
in the middle.
Thank you for watching. If you made it all the way through, thank you. And I'll do all the little like and subscribe and share and all the little things you do to get my channel out there. So, and I'll see you next time.